and that's the thing about attention is that not all attention is going to be good. No matter what you do.
I don't care about that.
Even
I don't
if you
care
do
about bad attention.
Okay, so you don't worry about the
anything.
bad attention. Okay.
I don't care.
So the
It's
bad
just-
attention didn't bother you.
It's just the spotlight in and of itself.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing.
Now, what do you have against the spotlight?
I'd rather, you know what it is? I'm more of a behind the scenes. I'm more of a facilitator. I like to facilitate. I like to facilitate an interaction rather than I'm not one of those people that would get on YouTube. You know how you do when you get on YouTube and you're like, you need to do this and you got to do this and all that. Like, I'm not like that. I'm more like, tell me what you think.
Gentlemen, I want to welcome you to Relationship Red Flags. And the purpose of doing videos like this is to highlight things that maybe you don't know about, so that you can understand that if you ever get invited somewhere, if you ever get invited and a couple is inviting you somewhere, videos that like what I'm going to be doing here is going to be showing you things to look for when a couple is arguing. And I've picked up on these universal cues as a server in Papa Dough because I study human personality, and we get a cross-section of people to study. And we're going to talk about this because Boyce Watkins for the last year or so has been under a lot of pressure from the manosphere, who say that he should not have married a woman with all those children. He could have married so much different. I'm not here to judge that. I'm here to judge what I see in this particular conversation. And what do I see in this particular conversation? Well, first and foremost, what I want you to pay attention to is when Dr. Boyce scratches his eye, the left eye. If somebody is doing something or talking about something, and anything happens with the left hand scratching the eye, what they're telling you is that he's looking at something that's uncomfortable, that he is doing that is wrong. Now, what is Boyce Watkins possibly doing that is wrong that he sees coming out of his wife? He's probably provoking her. For one, he's doing something that she does not like. Now, as couples, this happens quite a bit, that we do things and the discussion they're having is about being in the spotlight. So obviously she's explaining to him she does not like this. These are two different people. Boyce Watkins is the type of person who is he speaks a lot. Why? Because he was a professor. So he's very public with how he speaks. He married a woman who's a counselor. She's private. She talks about private issues. So she's not in the business of taking things that she learns or things, her work, and making it public. So what you're looking at is him putting her in an uncomfortable situation. And this is why you notice that toward the end of the video, she starts to kind of lash out at him. Now, this is what happens in relationships. And if you ever walk up on a couple and you can sense that they're having this kind of discussion, it's going to make it very uncomfortable. I also want you to notice how she says, well, you know how you're like this and you go like this. See, that animation, that is her way of responding back. Now, Dr. Boyce Watkins is kind of provocative. He's very provocative. And the fact that he did that with his left hand shows that he knows he's putting her in an uncomfortable situation. So for those of you who really don't know about body language, the body tells a lot. And you almost have to be God himself to put up a defense for you doing stuff. Even the stuff that I know about body language, when somebody's asking me to do, somebody's telling me the truth, it's hard to stop yourself from covering what you really feel. If you scratch or if you do this particular thing. So that's part one, because there's so much in this that it's gonna take 1 or 2 videos for me to really dissect this part and to really share with you what I see going on in their relationship.